everybody. Thanks for coming. As you probably know, we started this morning at about 8:30, and we're making our way throughout the entire estate. I think we're just about 1/4 or 1/3 through the entire route, so it's going to be a very long walk, but it's been very rewarding. It's been exhilarating in the sense that when we come out and we see all the residents here, everybody wants to have a say in Parliament, and the only way that they can do that is if they get more opposition, the SDP, into Parliament. And we talk to them, we're campaigning on our 4 yes, 1 no, these 5 issues, and they see it, and they want it. And the only way that we're going to be able to get these issues and make sure that in this difficult post-COVID period, that everybody is financially protected. Okay, this is the message that we want to get across, and I think it's a top concern for most people. What we've come across is also many people who are just very concerned about their jobs, and if they get retrenched, what happens to them? So the issue of the retrenchment insurance benefits, those are also very at the top of the minds, as you can see when we get online, whether it's on Reddit, when we did our Twitter yesterday. These were some of the questions that came up repeatedly. So going forward, this is what we're going to be doing, and this is what we're going to be campaigning on. Now, locally in Bukit Batok itself, this has been a problem which we've wanted to highlight, and I've posted it. I'm sure you've seen it as well. Some of the concerns right over there. When we came the other day, the whole place was not fenced off. It was basically a very hazardous situation. My question to Mr. Murali is, why was it not left? Were not better taken care of? And if you walk around, some of the contracts that you see, and some of them expired, have been overdue by 3 years. And he needs to account to the people why all this is taking place. And this is where I'm going to be posting up either today, later on. I've seen at least one lift, which the permit operation has expired already. Last year, there's no renewal of the permit. I'm not sure if it's being checked or not. But these are the things that fall squarely on the shoulders of the MP. Quite besides going to Parliament, where he is not speaking up for the people, right? Some of these issues are also not well taken care of. And that's why I keep saying an MP needs to go full time so that you can pay attention to the issues here. And that's so important, all right? For an MP not to go to the office 8 to 6 or 7 o'clock during the day, and then come here in the evening and spend a couple of hours, sometimes not even, when you go to work, you're so tired, how do you come back and serve the residents? So these are the issues that we're very concerned about, and we want to make sure that we address it. 好，一个国会议员没有办法在白天的时候不去办公室做你的事，去赚钱。那你后来你只是周末的时候就只来这边摸一摸，这个看一看，对不对？我们很多事情我们在我刚所讲的，在那边他们在盖什么东西的时候都没有围起来，我是觉得对小孩子、对选民这边、对居民这边都很危险。但是这个你没有 full time， 你没有专业的来为这个这边的居民服务，跟你讲是你没有办法的。国会议员的责任这很多，不能够一边去工作。然后周末才来摸一摸，我那样讲的，是吧？所以 these are very important issues that we want to be able to raise, and in the coming 2 weeks we can encourage everybody to be online. We cannot have mass rallies right now. The only way that we can get is online. Please come and join our Facebook. If you're on social media, please come and join and help us spread the word. Okay? Thank you very much. We'll have to move on and get some more and cover some more ground. Okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, all right.
Events from today. We've seen some candidates. We've seen the opposition momentum that started in GE2020, do you think it's a slowing down of that momentum?
I don't think so. Of course, I cannot speak for any other all other parties, but I can only speak for SDP. And what we've been very concerned about is to make sure we bank on quality, not quantity. Okay, you can put up 100 candidates, and if they cannot perform, they're not dedicated to the issues in their town council, in the estate, in parliament, then there's no use. They're just going to be a flower vase, right? A potted plant, just by sweet, right? Then it's not going to work. For us, SDP, the candidates that we feel, we make sure they're all vetted and make sure that they're all very committed to these issues and to be able to speak up for the people. That's what we're concerned about. As for other opposition parties, I'm sure they have the same idea. Quality, not quantity. That is the key issue right going to this election.
We see PAP also unveiling 27 candidates, so it's kind of like meaning probably more than 20 of the current MPs and political office holders will have to, they will step down. So it's quite a huge number, so maybe to get your sense, what does it, how will it resonate with voters? Yeah. Would it be like...
My point is what difference does it make? What difference do they bring to the table? They're all going to continue to toe party line. They're going to go for all these price increases, taxes, and they're just opposed to retrenchment insurance. And look at our elderly here. How do they survive? Survey after survey would show that our elderly, the poverty is growing. What is the government doing about it? Now, if these new MPs come in, are they going to vote with the opposition when we get in, when we champion some of these views? Or are they going to say, okay, look, tell us how to vote and I'll just vote according to party line? That's not going to address any of the issues of the residents here. The elderly, as I said, okay, we're proposed every month, okay, the elderly should get $500. People ask us, but how is the government going, how are you going to pay for it? Let me point it out to you. If you give 80%, which is what we're saying, the lower 80% of elderly voters, $500 a month, we work out, it's about $2.8 billion a year. Then you may say, wow, so much at $2.8 billion. Then let me ask you, point one thing out to you. Just in the last 3 months, the government passed a budget of $93 billion. 93. And much of this funds is not going to the people. Much of funds is going back to the corporations. Corporations belong to GLCs, belong to Temasek, belongs to the government. Money out from the left pocket goes back to the right pocket. How are the people going to benefit from that? So you compare some numbers. $2.8 billion versus $93 billion. Even if there's no income coming in for the government, even if they don't collect taxes, it will take you 40, you do a very quick count, correct now? It will take you about 40 to 45 years before we expend the same kind of money that the PAP just passed in 3 months. And we're talking about 40 over years. So I'm asking people to think, don't listen to the PAP all the time, because all they do is just put out the numbers, and it's a huge problem when we do all these things and it's not explained, it's not accounted for. Okay? All right, if there are no other questions.
Chee, just one more question. Previously you mentioned that you're reviewing 11 candidates. When will you be officially announcing who are they and also which constituency?
Everything will be known on Tuesday on nomination. We are going to release announce some of the candidates before that, but the official slate, everybody, we will announce it all on Tuesday during nomination. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Have a nice day.